9:38. Welcome back. You're watching and listening to Breakfast with Anne and Pip.
Now, a brand new show will debut tonight here on GB News. The Saturday Night Showdown, hosted by Leo Kearse, will combine the latest news, comedy, great guests and a bit of fun. Leo is up very early to join us live in the studio.
Yeah, well done, actually.
Yeah.
It's late tonight. What time's it on?
It's on at 8 p.m, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 8 p.m.
I'll check on your way out of the studio.
Yeah.
Don't get the time wrong like Andrew earlier.
No, I didn't. I said it was 8 o'clock when it was 9, in fact, wishing time away or not. Yeah, so go on. What's it going to be like?
So it's going to be fun.
Going to be all on your Todd?
It's going to be, no, Andrew Eborn is going to be on with me, and Diane...
I've heard of him.
And Diane Spencer. You're not allowed to have a show on GB News unless Andrew is on it.
No, I think we found that out, yeah. Lucky to get a word in edgeways.
So, yeah, it's going to be fun. We've got Nikki Hodgson and Diane Spencer on as well. She's a comedian who does headliners. And, yeah, we're going to go through... It's sort of like... we're taking the feel of headliners and spreading it around a little bit, if that doesn't sound disgusting. So we're going to interview an elf. We're going to be talking about Leo Varadkar, Geert Wilders, Javier Milei, all these exotic names that are in the news.
Is it Geert, or is it, as I heard this week, Geert?
Oh my God! You know when somebody tries to order a croissant and they're like, croissant? Yeah. It's like, come on, we know you're from Croydon. Stop trying to ham it up. But yeah, it's going to be a fun show, I think. I hope.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, are you still going to do headliners?
Yeah, I'm still going to do headliners. So, in fact, I'm on tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday.
Very busy boy.
Yeah.
But it's lovely taking that sort of slightly different look at what people are talking about.
Yeah, and also the funny clips that people might have missed during the week. So we've got a neighbour who always farts into their neighbour's security camera, but it goes tragically wrong.
Well,
no, I mean, nobody dies.
Sell it this show, nothing will.
You do get lots of weird videos nowadays because people have those funny doorbells, video doorbells. And I think when people know they've got a video doorbell, they go up and then they perform for the video doorbell. And I think there are quite a few viral videos like that.
Unless they're a burglar.
I hadn't
and then
heard
they're just trying to get
farting, though. That's
yeah. Oh, and talking of farts, we're going to have Nigel Farage's bum.
God.
Yeah,
so,
have we not
seen enough of this?
Yeah.
We've got a 3D modeler to recreate it live in the studio. We're going to have a 35-foot high papier-mâché recreation of it.
That sounds disgusting and totally unnecessary. But there you go, if that's what you want. How do you think he's doing?
I think he's doing great. I haven't watched it. But is he doing great?
No, he is doing... So I think people who don't know him but want to dislike him are beginning to be quite stunned.
Right.
Like how charming he actually is. And he's just getting on with it.
And I saw the argument between him and Nella, and I thought he came across amazingly well, and she was just... she came across terribly.
Yes.
Ultimately, they did agree disagreeably.
Right.
I think we can
Well, he's the one
say.
who said, I mean, he often says it, it was the only way he could shut down the argument was saying, let's just say we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And I think people are watching that and thinking, maybe he's not such an evil old what's-it.
Yeah.
And you never know how he'll do.
Yeah, could be the next Prime Minister.
Well, you'll be discussing that, certainly, at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
As I said, if you can get a word in edgeways. Because Andrew Eborn is here with his fake or fact. And we're wondering what you were going to be talking about.
Yes.
So I think you'll have to explain.
Well, I'll tell you...
Andrew always takes us through what you can believe when you... Because people often watch... Or they get their news nowadays, and they certainly get their conversations from social media.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily getting the truth.
That's absolutely right. We're drowning in a sea of disinformation, and basically that's it. An era where we're living in that misinformation, disinformation. And what we do every week is we scour those stories and try and bring fact or fake. And we've turned it this week into a game show, is what they've suggested. Whoopee! I thought a bit of fun on a Saturday morning, limbering up for Leo's brilliant show a little bit later. So I'm going to show you some things, and between you have to get all three of you involved if you like. You've got to say whether it's fake or fact if he's going to stay. So we've got Biden's in the news today because also Rosalind Carter sadly died on the 19th of November. She was a grand age, and she was married to the president for 77 years. Incredible. So we have a couple of pictures, first of all, of Biden then. The first picture here is with the Carter. Oh, there we are. We've got fake or fact with Zelensky. I think we've got a slightly in the wrong order. So that's one there.
So
That's one
President
picture.
Zelensky in the middle, is it?
That is Zelensky in the middle, but we've got the one of Carter's. Have you got the one with them with the Carters, please? Let's have a look. We've got this in the right order.
No, we haven't.
Fake or fact? We haven't.
Can you explain this one then?
So this is basically Zelensky going in front of the press with Joe Biden and also his wife in front of that sort of stuff. And I think we've got one which went out on social media which looks a little bit like this. I think we've got in the gallery.
Come on, Andrew, can you just rewind and tell me the rules of this?
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Lost.
Fake or fact? OK, so this is the picture.
Oh, Joe
so have a look. So this is giving a hand to Ukraine in a way you might not have expected.
So for those of you listening on the radio,
yes,
it's one of the pictures looks as though President Biden is patting President Zelensky on the behind.
Exactly.
Now, which one? And the other picture shows him patting him on the back. So which is fake and which is fact? I would say the one with him patting him on the behind is probably fake.
Probably fake? What do you reckon?
Oh, I will say it's fact, because we've been talking about bottoms all morning.
He's a hands-on kind of guy,
Exactly,
Leo?
yes, it's the World Economic Forum handshake. That's what that is.
Well, Leo and Pip, I can tell you are absolutely wrong. It is, in fact, fake. And Anne is right. Well done. It's a 1 point to you. Be interested to see what we've got in the gallery. Pull up another picture, because I'm not sure what order you're doing it in, and we can have a look. There's a picture here as well. You can tell me if you think this is fact or fake.
So
what have we got?
Mr. Wonderful Director.
There we go. So this is fantastic. So this is Arnie Schwarzenegger, and this is him on the set with Wilt Chamberlain and former wrestler André the Giant. One of these images, we've got two pictures of Arnie, because he was in the news. It's the 20th anniversary of him being sworn in as California. Yeah. So that's the first one. And this is the second one. This is a picture that also went out on the internet this week, with him, both of them, 18 years old. This is supposed to be one of him with his classmate. One of those is fact, and one of those is fake. What do you reckon, Anne?
Gosh.
Which one's fact, which one's fake?
I don't see how the one on the left... What we see, again, for those of you on the radio, is a very muscular Arnie Schwarzenegger, who we know was bodybuilding at that age, at 18, next to a young man who looks 12. So how they could both be 18, I just don't get. So I think that one's the fake.
You think that's the fake? OK, Pip?
Well, I like Anna's powers of deduction on this.
Yes,
so
very good.
I agree.
You'd agree as well? You think that's the fake one? Leo?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's got to be the fake one, because André the Giant really was that tall.
He was that tall.
He was enormous. That's why he's called André the Giant.
He was André the Giant.
He's not André the medium-sized guy, is he?
He would be rather, wouldn't really sell, would it? Yeah. So André the Giant, according to IMDb, we researched this, we did a reverse image search and so on and so forth. There is no evidence that was Arnie when he's 18. He looks more like 30 there, and there's no evidence that he went to school with that person at all. So you're absolutely right. Those are both fake. We have an audio. I'd really challenge you to be in the gallery today. We have an audio recording. Have a listen to this.
Wait a minute, something's happening. Some shape is rising out of the pit. I can make out a small beam of light against a mirror. What's that? There's a jet of flame springing from the mirror, and it leaps right at the advancing men. It strikes them.
That is a radio play that was broadcast. It was about War of the Worlds. It was Orson Welles, and he rewrote War of the Worlds to make it sound like a live radio broadcast, and that's how they broadcast it. Unfortunately, people in New York, and I can't remember, was it 1948 or something?
It was 1938, but very impressed so far.
They switched on their radios, and they thought there really was an alien invasion, and it caused a mass exodus of cars coming out of New York, all over the country, I think. It was I don't know why a movie hasn't been made about it.
It was brilliant.
Everybody left their homes because they were convinced there was an alien invasion.
Fantastic. And that is exactly the story. So is that... We know that the story is fake. It wasn't an alien invasion.
Yeah.
But did it cause a mass panic,
yes, it did.
as you said? So you're saying it's true.
Yes,
You're saying it's fact.
Anne knows a lot about this. I will again agree with that.
Fact, Leo?
Well, I'm going to say it must be an urban myth, because everybody talks about it, but for you to bring it up, it must be fake.
You're absolutely right. Leo has won. It was, in fact, and Orson Welles himself.
Scandalised.
So it was scandalised. So if you want to draw a crowd, start a fight, is what they say. And basically, he said, look, they all knew it from the Mercury Theatre.
Oh.
Everybody beforehand, only about 2% of the population
Well,
did
that's
it.
why they haven't made a movie about it then. Because I've always... One of my sons was thinking of going to film school, and I said, you should go and you make a movie about this.
Absolutely. But you should still make a movie about the fake news and how never let the truth stand in the way of a good story.
How
and that's what they
amazing.
always say, because that's what happened. It did cause that mass panic, is what they said.
Yeah.
But actually, the reality is people said, it's Orson Welles. And Orson Welles himself said it was that sort of stuff. Do we have time for one more?
Yes.
Go on,
OK,
go on.
COVID inquiry at the moment. COVID inquiries all over there. The Spanish flu... And we're not the only, it's not the first time we've had a pandemic, and it won't be the last. I can predicting that sort of stuff. Andrew, you're back to the Futurist. Did the Spanish flu, rather like a red London bus, did the Spanish flu start in Spain?
No.
Pip, no. OK, we're having no from Anne. Pip,
Oh, I'm going to say yes.
you're going to say yes just because you think that Spanish flu, and Leo?
I thought you were going to ask us if COVID was real. I think it started. Ironically, I think it did start in China.
You think it started in China? Well, I can tell you that you said no. You said yes, and you said it started in China. Well, I can tell you it didn't start in Spain. It actually started in Kansas.
Right.
And it was the Kansas cough. It would be more likely. The reason it was always wrongly attributed to Spain was because of the wartime restrictions on reporting. And actually, what happened is we had cases in the UK, we had cases in France, and so on and so forth. The only country that didn't, which was neutral, was Spain. And what happened? King Carlos XIII, unlucky for him, and it got reported all over the world. But I can tell you right here, live on GB News, Spanish flu is wrongly named. It should be the Kansas cough, and that should be our new campaign. We can sort on that sort of basis.
On that note,
I'm exhausted.
Like the Spanish flu.
We're getting towards the end, are we? But yes, I think I'm going to wind you up.
Thank you.
Even though it's a very difficult job to do. Good luck with that tonight, Leo. 8 o'clock, your show tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, jolly good.
Thanks for the
Right,
company.
we're off as well. Good luck with Leo's show tonight, 8 o'clock. He's going to be on it as well. We've got a full lineup here. Over to Ellie Costello in a couple of moments.
Who is it? We're here for the show. Welcome to the Dinosaur Hour with me, John Cleese. I was married to a therapist.
And you survived?
I thought we were getting Hugh Laurie.
Second best.
You interviewed Saddam Hussein. What's that like?
I was terrified. I'm playing strip poker with these three.
Ah!
No, thank you.
My CDs need to be put in alphabetical order.
Are you going to be problematic again?
The Dinosaur Hour. Sundays on GB News.